Hey Anna, hey Anna. I'm Natasha. This is Star Songs. Start with a prayer. Great Spirit, please shower me with the wisdom of the here and now that connects me to the star of Sirius and the star system of Orion within my own being and the sky of my being in the here and now. I am calling the understanding, the connection, the guides that would like to come through in the here and now to share some of the wisdoms of all of the experience across all times, dimensions, spaces and realities of the past, present and future of this here and now. I call in the I am that I am, my expansive self which govern and direct me in all ways, in all forms and no forms, in all selves and no selves, in my multidimensional beingness, in the here and now. Calling in all of the support that's required for me to honor and bring through the shared collective unified field knowingness into this here and now moment for those that are witnessing the collective unified field that I am, that we all as one being are in the here and now, in the past, present and future of all timelines or perceived timelines, calling all of these aspects into this now moment to converge into the light and the darkness of my beingness, of the one beingness channeled through this moment in the here and now. Please bless every being, every aspect of the one being that happens to be witnessing in the here and now, and please bless humanity in oneness, regardless of where they are or what vibrational awareness they have. I ask for a holy blessing from Great Spirit, from all of the aspects of Spirit, from all of the healers, teachers, guiders, beings that love humanity and are here to support and guide us into a more aligned presence with Prime Source in the here and now. Thank you very much, Prime Source. Thank you so much, Universe. Thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, Great Spirit. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you so much to the living presence of all life in the here and now and across all timelines, across the spaciousness of our beingness in the here and now, across, carried through the stars of the light that converges itself in the different points of perspective that these stars offer. Thank you very much, Great Spirit. By the power of three, a perfect Trinity, it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. for the intention of calling all the different aspects or parts of ourselves back home to the unity consciousness that we already are. Resolving unfinished business. By healing and purging the old so we can step into the new. It is as simple as a request, an awareness, and a decision in the here and now to call in the alignment required to be able to call all the different aspects of ourselves across the night sky as stars of perspectives, as the aspects of our soul in the here and now to be brought into the oneness that we already are. It is but an alignment, a choice to continue to be in alignment in each moment of every aspect of our day, our night, our week, our month, our year, however we perceive time in terms of measurement. The real important focus is being here in the now and calling along and calling forth, calling in the alignment with Prime Source, bringing all aspects of self in the here and now into the collective unified field of awareness, by that of choice and our free will, making it our divine sovereign law to live in alignment with that of what we call universe, God, Prime Source, Great Spirit, Lord, however we see the aspects or archetypes that are expressed of the God consciousness in the here and now. We are here to embody through our DNA the consciousness of the one being we already are. It is our responsibility, our light sponsoring through free will to call in this alignment, to trust in our expansive beingness, to remain open and receptive to the divine will of God or the divine will of Prime Source, who loves every aspect that permeate through the sky as stars. We are the stars of the night sky, and we shine our light through our soul's wisdom, our soul's perspective, our soul's journey, connected to all of the stars and all of the souls in the one being. Like meridian lines, like acupressure points of the body, we all hold the collective oneness of the unity consciousness of universe, one song. Our light sponsoring or responsibility is most beneficial to experience when we are in alignment with Prime Source and when we use our here and now to serve the greater picture of the plan. The plan isn't necessarily the way that we as humans see plans. It is a here and now unified field of love, wisdom and power in the presence as the living consciousness or living presence of life. in and out of our perception of what we perceive life and death, it continues. The prime source consciousness that we are is the source of all life and holds the blueprint of life throughout life and expresses itself through passion, creativity, and creation. When we want to heal the crises through purging, we are going through a dark night of the soul. It is an alchemical process. When we resist this process, it becomes an attachment to what we think or feel we should be at, rather than accepting where we are now. And when we accept where we are now and let go of the attachments, the purging and the clearing and the releasing is actually another aspect of the journey which can be filled with a lot of adventure, a lot of exploration. Unfinished business. Aspects of our soul that have come here in other timelines, other activation points, and we are here in this convergence of light and the dark in the here and now as one to resolve, resolve, the light solving, to realize, realize the light of seeing, to remember the light of our being, the membership of the one being we already are through alignment, all line meant in the all one, alignment, the connection to all presence, the blueprint of life, prime source consciousness in the here and now, across all times, dimensions, spaces, and realities. We are resonance, experiencing ourselves as individual human projections, which we perceive physically as physical beings. But we are the creators, the creativity that moves through our bodies, and we are the creation, all in one, a holy trinity. And we live in accordance to the cosmic law of life. Whether we realize this, whether we see this through the light of our being or not, we are subject to the cosmic law. Our vibration abides by the cosmic law. What we attract is based on our vibration. Things that are unresolved, they need to be brought, situations or experiences that need to be brought into the light of your present awareness through realization, changes vibration, transforms vibration, transforms stories. Stories, unnecessary part of our experience, as a way of exploring the different archetypes of our characters, having a pressure put upon us, having a lead to gold alchemical process from a character's point of view gives us depth. It gives us the opportunity to experience depth. It gives us the opportunity to experience depth in a very visceral, exciting, from the spirit's point of view, way. This visceral experience is a vibrational experiment within our own soul's excitement of exploration through the journey of perceived darkness, which we are, and the perceived lightness, which we are. Refracted light coming through a celestial body's consciousness, which we call Gaia Star or Star Earth. We choose to be in connection and in alignment with the law of Gaia Star. And by doing so, we are put to a series of tests and experiences through testing, not in the way that we understand in terms of school, in terms of the conditional aspect of our understanding of learning, more because we do, before entering into the physical body and before entering into this plane, we already know we are whole, and therefore we go for the experience and the journey. When we choose to purge and clear the old storylines, we are choosing to scrub, clear choices that have existed within certain vibrations of our being that are manifesting as stories in cycles through the cosmic law of earth and cosmic law of cycles, which is a reverberation really of the here and now perceived through a hall of mirrors from either direction, from all around. And wherever you are now vibrationally, it reverberates and continues to eternity. It continues this cycle for eternity until you change your vibration in the now, and then that continues for eternity. It is a continual process of the here and now that we perceive past and future of our own self-perception of identity or ID entity. What we are really doing all in the now, regardless of perception of past and future, is actually navigating vibration, exploring vibration. We could not know love truly if we didn't experience fear. From a mental point of view, everything is in polarity and everything is degrees on the same timeline. So when we experience sadness, we are also on the exact same timeline in the here and now experiencing happiness. We might not have come to that degree of awareness in that moment, but walking the middle way is understanding that everything we think has a polar opposite timeline. When we throw something forward, we're throwing something back. It's more of a reverberation of the here and now than anything, but we perceive it as something literally in the future, and we perceive it as literally something in the back, behind us, or in the past. But in truth, it's really a hall of mirrors where vibration reverberates and continues for eternity until we move in and out of different vibrational stances, because nothing stays the same. Everything vibrates, everything moves, everything transforms continuously. Even if you don't have the realization of this transformation, that you are in the here and now as a living flame. This living flame burns regardless of your perception of you or where you think you are, based on your attachment to your body, based on your attachment to your idea of what you own physically. This is all vibration. These are all beautiful aspects of creation. When we perceive something as bad and we would like to clear it, we need to come into acceptance around what it is before we can clear something. So to purge and to clear is to face and to confront, to address, to realize what was not realized, what was unrealized, to bring light to something that was not seen by us. And when we see it, we transform it. We are light and dark. We can't be one without the other. We can't only seek one end of the degree. And darkness is not bad. Darkness is the sky that hugs the stars in the sky, that nurtures the stars in the sky, that teaches the stars in the sky. The stars are points of reference or points of soul consciousness or points of perspective that have emerged to such a degree that they become a star, a flame. But we would not know light without dark, and we would not know dark without light. When we fear darkness, it is not actually darkness that is the problem. It is the way we perceive darkness. Clearing is about accepting. It isn't about running away from. Letting go is about acceptance. It isn't about pushing it away from you. When you, by the law of attraction and by the law of vibration, run away from something, you attract it to you because you become one end of the spectrum instead of accepting the whole picture. We are here to explore our unfinished business, to resolve through that of our awareness, to accept, to explore that of passion, creativity, and creation in the Holy Trinity of the here and now. If we want to move into a future version of self, we have to just accept that the future exists within us and that it is now. And those points of references are just merely perspective of you, the flame that you already are, in what we perceive and project as a future. The only way to know a future or past version of self is to be fully in the now, is to understand that the vibration of any timeline is in the now. Reclaiming who we truly are is resolving that which needs to be completed, our unfinished business. It is not something to be done in the future. It is a process we are in this now moment. As a star song, we are a part of the universe, the one song. We are in harmonization with that of what we align ourselves to. What we align ourselves to is through our focus. How we focus our attention can bring about different poles of perception. Acceptance to all the different poles of perception help us come into the now and help us come into the central column, into the unity consciousness that we already are, into the unified field that we already are. When we are calling our parts home, we can do that through our own invocation by being here now and saying, I want to converge the being that I am, the star that I am, into the here and now. I call all aspects of myself that have forgotten the remembrance of my beingness, of the one being I already am, I am that I am, to be remembered and brought into realization in the here and now. Alignment is a conscious choice, moment by moment. What we align ourselves to will be revealed through what we manifest in the physical reality, or what we perceive as a projection of the physical reality. It is a perfect match through vibration. So trust in yourself, trust in ourselves, trust in the I am that I am. Find a way to align to a much bigger presence of the living consciousness that we are in the here and now, the living bonfire that is the unified field of Prime Source. Find a way that brings you into alignment, whether that is simple activities that bring joy, or accepting the sadness that you feel to a point where you are able to see the bigger picture of things and not be attached to one state of, or degree of being or thinking, and recognize you are a human being. You are a living flame. We are living flame. I am living flame. The true expression of having empowerment is when we first listen, and then we open our eyes and connect what we have listened or heard through the sight, and then we take action after we've aligned to our listening and to our seeing. When we take action without the listening and without the seeing, we often come out of alignment unless we have practiced something so much that it has become so instinctual, so genuinely in alignment that we're already doing it without realizing. But there are activities that come natural to us in that way. Someone who is a dancer will know exactly when they're aligned to dance. So much so they won't be able to help it, they'll be dancing. But they will usually be thinking about it, watching, listening, feeling into the whole process continuously. It comes natural to someone who has practiced it so much. When we are starting a new or perceived new activity in the physical reality, often we need to practice listening. Often we need to slow down and allow it to come in little stages, in baby steps. And then we learn to watch and observe and see how we feel and learn the different aspects of our being in the here and now. And then when we are ready, or we do little installments of actions or steps, and that is the power. But the power can't be unto itself without the love and the wisdom. Without the alignment process, the power is just a hollow activity. It doesn't necessarily cater to a high vibration to have achieved something physically if we haven't aligned to it vibrationally. And so that activity being hollow is of a result of not being in alignment to get to that place. But if we build our connection through feeling, through thought, through alignment, and then we act, it feels good. Generally, it is when we are in alignment with spirit. We are acting in accordance as creators, as creative beings in the here and now, to experience creation through the passion that drives us, that aligns us initially. Making the choice to clear the old helps clear the pathway for us to find new ways to express our reverence and our resonance with that of Prime Source. And remember who you are. Remember your gifts. Remember the love that you are in the here and now as one being, cells to one being, aspects that are experiencing themselves as flames or souls or stars of the unified field of consciousness in the here and now. Thank you. I just saw the words rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. Rejoice in who you are, rejoice in the beingness that you are, rejoice in the oneness that you are, rejoice in the resonance that you are in the here and now. To just fully embody that rejoicing of the celebration of life that you are. Thank you so much. I love you lots. Thank you.